Hey, what's going on? My name is Ryan. I'm the CEO and founder of Ryini Beats. And it wasn't long ago that I actually went and earned a degree, only to end up losing my job coaching at the college level and to end up with nothing. And at that point, I had to make a decision. Was I going to succeed in the music industry and succeed quick? Or was I going to fall back into the 9 to 5 trap, which I felt like I had just escaped from? I went to college and I thought that was the only way to succeed. And I put so much effort into it from, going to class each day, and I became a state champion athlete, went to UC Berkeley. And I remember like the last few weeks, I ended up with a back injury that was so serious, it crushed my nerve and I had no sensation in my leg. And I remember being in the doctor's office and they told me that basically I would need surgery if I ever wanted to walk or perform or do anything again. And on the outside, I tried to act tough like it didn't bother me because I knew I was going to graduate soon, and I kind of wanted to feel like it was worth it, but kind of felt like my life was already over at that point. So luckily, I ended up graduating and getting out of there alive, barely. And when I got home back to LA, where I actually stay now, it was so fun to be back home, and everything that I took for granted for in the past, I was so grateful for in that moment. And I started training, getting back in the studio. And it was crazy how, as I healed my body and I started living the lifestyle that was true to myself, how my beats improved and everything started falling together. But the only issue is that I was working every single day trying to make music, and I was posting it on my YouTube, and I probably posted 100 beats before I ever got any momentum. And I just remember kind of giving up and losing hope. And there was one day where I decided, I was just so fed up and so frustrated with this that I wasn't even going to make a beat. I was just going to post the guitar instrumental as it was. I had stuff to do later that night. I was so grateful that actually a few days later I went back on my YouTube and the video blew up, and it blew my mind how I tried so hard with all these beats, and when I posted something that was very simple and I tried something a little different that I wasn't used to, how successful it was and how much growth. And I remember seeing the YouTube analytics and it was just going crazy. I'd never seen that many views. And I remember at that point, I just decided I'm going to go all in and I'm going to create some more acoustic guitar beats, nice and simple, just the guitar instrumentals recorded by myself. I forget which guitar, probably this bad boy right here was the first one that I started with. And oh man, everything changed for me when I started doing that. And it really meant a lot to me because for the first time I was seeing artists really blow up, getting hundreds of thousands of views. I was like, dang. And I seen a couple with getting millions of views on their songs with my guitar instrumentals. And it just meant a lot to me to see that, but even more importantly, to see the artists messaging me and telling me that I changed their lives, that they're able to find a unique sound that kind of vibrated with what they felt inside, and that they were overcoming depression, and that they've also been through some stuff like me. And to kind of go from feeling so isolated at school, feeling so dumb, and not being able to compete, not being able to compete in the classroom as well, and then to go back here and to have that opportunity where I was felt connected again, it was so amazing. And that was the start of Ryini Beats really blowing up and becoming a sustainable business now that I can actually do it full time and not have to rely and go back to try to get other jobs and stuff like that, that I can be my own boss to really take advantage of it. So now it's really about giving back because I've actually found the success. Ryini Beats is now set to hit our first 6-figure year this year, so I'm really excited about that. And for me, it's really about giving back to the community and giving back to you and to make sure that you're able to get to the point that you need to be. So today, I have such a special offer for you. I really hope that you're able to look through it. I know that you probably want to get the free beats and everything, but what I'm about to offer you right now is just so spectacular. I put so much thought into what you would want and everything that you would need to start taking off quick, just as I needed. I'm going to be giving you 10 of my hottest beats, and you're going to get them with unlimited rights. You're going to be able to use these for Spotify, iTunes, etc. You keep 100% of your royalties, and this is just my way of kind of giving back. And if you upgrade to unlimited licenses, you're going to get 10 free bonuses that are worth thousands and thousands of dollars. So I really want you to take advantage of this opportunity if you can. If not, you could kind of just pick up the free beats for now. But this offer is not going to be available. It's limited to a certain amount of artists. So I just want to make sure that you have the opportunity to take advantage of this while it's still here. So if you purchase the 10 beat starter kit bundle today. I'm going to give you 10 bonuses. The first bonus is going to be the Viral Acoustic Beats Volume 1. So remember I told you about how I was struggling so much, and even the artists that I was working with, they weren't getting that growth that I wanted for them until they decided to try something different, to maybe try an acoustic album or something that was a little bit different than what everybody else was doing. So I wanted to make that available to you as well today. So if you purchase, you're also going to get my Viral Acoustic Guitar Beats Volume 1 with 10 of my hottest acoustic guitar beats that combined have millions and millions of views, viral potential all across the board, super high audience retention. So when you create a song, people are going to be listening to your song just because the instrumental is so catchy, and they're going to fall in love with you as well because it's such a minimal instrumental. It really lets the artist shine and stand out, which is partially why the success had come the way it did. Now also, if you purchase that, I know I've been getting this message like a million times, is people want to know, how do you play these guitar instrumentals? And for me, I make so many that I end up forgetting them, and I just move on to the next one, etc. But if you purchase today, I'm actually going to give you a video going over how to play each and every guitar instrumental that I'm sending your way from the whole pack. And you can either, if you're a guitar player, you could learn how to play it, you could get the chords, you could figure out how I play it. Or if, say, you want to jam, maybe you know a guitarist, or you want to shoot a music video, kind of like I did with Caskey that blew up pretty well. Say you want to work with somebody, you can actually show them the video and they're going to be able to pick it up quick, and then you guys can start jamming it together. You're also going to get Viral Guitar Loops Volume 1, which is basically like having me as your own personal guitarist, where I'm going to give you, it comes with, I think, 100 or over 100 guitar loops that are all original, recorded by me. And it's basically like you can use them for your albums, you can use them to put together songs, you can use them even for beats if you know any producers that you want to add on to them with. And it really just gives you so much more that you can work with. Like I said, over 100 guitar loops, and each one of these can be put into songs. So, I mean, you could have albums to work with right here. So I wanted to give that to you completely free if you purchase today. You're also going to get a PDF with my top 10 tips for recording in studio. One of the differences between me and most producers out there is I get the struggle. I get there's a lot of pressure to get into a studio, to get in front of that microphone, and sometimes to have to do 5, 10, 20, maybe even 50 takes or more. And it's frustrating to get that perfect take. And I know, and I'm pretty sure you know, how important it is to get the quality right when you record. And as somebody who's recorded hundreds and hundreds of instrumentals, and I spend hours in front of this microphone, it feels like every single day, to get you guys the best quality recordings, I've learned a few things over my experience that I really want to share with you guys to make sure that you're confident going into the studio and you know everything that you could be thinking about, so you can guaranteed get the highest quality take. And if you follow what I'm going to show you in this, I guarantee you're going to get some of the highest quality recordings that you've ever got before. Now, at this point, you may be wondering, like, why would I even buy beats if I may not blow up, or if I don't have that type of potential? I don't know. So I wanted to create something that was just so irresistible. So these next 5 bonuses are all about promoting you and me helping you get in front of the world and creating that relationship. So the first thing, if you purchase today, you're going to get the Ryini Social Promotion Bundle, which basically means that you're going to get a shout out from me on Instagram. I'm actually going to add you to my story, whatever video that you recommend. If not, I can choose. You're going to get me personally, Ryini Beats, to subscribe to your YouTube channel if you have one, or if not, your Instagram and SoundCloud. If you have a SoundCloud, I'll actually repost whatever song you choose, or I'll go through it and do it myself if you don't choose after you purchase. And I'm basically going to blow you up, repost you on SoundCloud, check you out and subscribe on YouTube and on Instagram, give you some shout outs so we can really start working together, and I can get you in front of my audience the best that I can. Now, for me, I saw so many artists blowing up, and only a few of them were actually taking off while a lot of them were struggling. And I started looking at what was the difference as to why some of these bigger artists were taking off, or why just some of these artists were getting more momentum and eventually getting bigger. And I noticed they were using promotion channels. So I spent hours and hours. I actually had an assistant here, and we both spent hours researching and putting together notes, and we organized a PDF which goes over the top 10 promotional channels that you could be utilizing today. Another thing is I've noticed as I worked with artists, and I started working with Tuna Beats, and he's known because he has one of the biggest Beats with Hooks channel. He actually has the original Beats with Hooks channel on YouTube, which has had over 100,000 subscribers for the longest time now. And when I started working with him, I noticed something unique is that all of his beats were beats with hooks, so he was always working with artists. And I started getting behind the scenes and asking him questions and figuring it out to where I learned so much about how he was doing it that I actually started doing beats with hooks with him, but I also started doing them on my own time and reaching out to some of the artists that I worked with. And at this point, I've worked with at least 5 or 10 artists as well as producers, and we made thousands of dollars together doing beats with hooks. And I wanted to share a little bit of a behind the scenes with you. So if you purchase today, I'm going to give you a PDF and about a 30-minute video training that I created, which goes over everything that I know to get started to doing beats with hooks today and starting to get in front of thousands and thousands of people quick, getting credit, possibly getting recurring revenue. And this is something that 99% of artists really know nothing about. So you're going to get that today as well, completely free if you purchase these beats for 99% off, which is kind of a giveaway. Another thing is, when I first started with YouTube, I was kind of nervous about copyright issues, and as you get out there, as you get in front of people, you're going to start to run into these type of issues where people might copyright your video, or what if there's another artist using the same beat? Like, what do you do? How does that work? So I was struggling with it for a long time. I remember I used to get these YouTube copyright claims on my videos, and it hit me like a dagger right through the heart. And it's like, dang, this artist is now monetizing my video. Like, I don't want to cause conflict with them, and I don't even know what the laws are. I don't know the regulations. I don't know if I'm legally doing this right. And I've been through that whole struggle, and I've actually created a template that I started using where I would just copy and paste it and I'd put it in, and I started winning all of the copyright claims, the counterclaims, and I retained all the monetization for my videos. And today I'm going to give you that template. I'm going to actually give you one customized for the artist as well, so you can copyright. And with this counterclaim template, as well as the licenses that I'm going to provide you, you're going to have no issues for the most part, unless somebody does something really illegal, maintaining your copyright. And I'll actually include the follow-up steps if they don't cooperate with you. What are the next steps that you can take? So you don't have to really stress out or worry about it. You're going to have it all there on the template, and you can just get it handled. Because I invested almost $1,000 in an HD camera, and I started taking photos of these guitars, of my keyboard, microphones, of different studio elements so I can use them in my videos. And that's actually what I've been doing. Is if you look at my recent videos, probably my recent 100 videos, most of all those images that created my videos, that created my designs, etc., I actually took them myself, and they had great results. I have so many videos that, together they have millions and millions of views that use these images. And I want to offer all of the images that I've taken, 100 actually, 100 of my best ones for you to use in your designs, in your videos, album release, album covers, etc. You could use these images however you like. I'm going to give you a contract, basically a royalty-free image contract. And all these images, you can't find them on like Unsplash or Pexels or sites like that where you're going to end up getting the same images that everybody else has. So I want to give you guys something even more unique and special. So I've attached these 100 royalty-free images that you can use as well in your projects. So with that, that's like pretty much everything you're going to need to succeed. But I wanted to go even one step further. And I've actually created a partnership with this company, More Music Followers, that their specialty is they create a program that allows you to blow up on Instagram. So they're going to basically handle your social media management, and they're going to make sure you're getting new fans every day. They're going to be following and liking comments of all these different artists and producers that you choose. I'm going to give you that coupon code, so you're going to be able to really start blowing up on Instagram and really start getting that momentum. So with everything that I offered here, there's really no way that you can at least not start getting a little bit more momentum and start seeing that success, because once you start to get that perspective and you see that it's possible, it's like taking that next step up in the building. And you look out, and now instead of just seeing cars and windows, now you can see over everything. You can see the bigger picture. And that's my goal with everything you're going to get here, is to hopefully start working with me more and build that relationship, but more importantly, for you to take off and for you to get that different perspective and start to see everything of what's going on and how you can succeed today. So if you're not completely sold by now, I just want you to know that there is a 30-day money back guarantee if you're not satisfied. So if you don't like any of the beats or if something's not what you would expected, just feel free to shoot me a message, and no money, no questions asked. We're going to get your money back 100% right away. So that's going to be no issue. So pick up the starter pack for 99% off today. I'm going to give you all 10 of these bonuses completely free. Remember, this offer is not going to last. There's a limited number of artists. I'm not going to keep this up forever. So let's start working today. I'll talk to you soon.